I've never been good from the get. I'm used to that. I'm never good at something in the beginning. That's normal. But I've never given up on something that I've decided to do.
So that's the superpower.
Yeah, the persistence, that's by far my superpower. Like if
That's that's Batman superpower. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Adapting, overcoming. That's amazing.
yeah, no, for sure. But why did I why did I all of a sudden say like why did I allow myself to be defeated?
No, I think that's the part that's normal. I think that's going to happen every time, right? Like, because you're doing new things. When you do new things, you, like you said, you're not going to be good at it. I guess you're probably your definition of defeated is a bit different also there, but
That's what, yeah, it's exactly. Not like the with the thing, just like kind of giving up.
right.
I was like, what the fuck did I say? Like,
You fell below your
But
baseline, and then it was like an inverse bell curve, and then your resilience is what brought you back up. I mean, essentially, yeah, you're gonna, like to Prince's point, you're gonna fall into that. It's
yeah,
what do you do when you fall?
that's
yeah,
the thing.
It sounds like your reflex is like, nah, fuck that. Like it sounds like your reflex, and maybe it took some psychology from the other guys, but it
Right.
sounds like it triggered your reflex, which was like to not give up.
So I was thinking about this because Melissa and I are in couples therapy, right? And we were talking about um, perspective, right? And like how we are as parents. And what was interesting was like there was this tension where I was like, I don't really feel good like telling you when I see something that I feel like I've heard you say that you want to get better at, because I feel like I'm not the freaking perfect parent and I'm not the judge of you, you know? And then I was just like, yeah, but at the same time, I'm just going to have a different perspective. And I think it's what's really cool about that. The other thing that popped into my head at the time was like, I think that's why God like really focuses on people to people relationships, because we're always going to have different perspectives than ourselves living in our skin. And I think the way to like really use that to become better is like maybe what Ryan and Michael had done for you is something that you probably could have done for yourself, but it would be much easier for someone from the outside looking and understanding you to a certain extent to like give you that spark, you know, or to like maybe hold a mirror up for you or whatever the thing is that's going to come from that outside that is just going to push you to the next thing, right? And it's like thinking with that as a parent is like, you know, one of the things that we had to like reconnect with is this idea of not only do like not yes, there's tension in like holding up the mirror for someone, but it's like that's why we're together. Like I want you to hold up the mirror to me and say like, you know, in with the most love possible, like you're fucking up. Like you said that you wanted to be this person and you said that you wanted to be this type of dad or this type of husband. Look at what's happening. Is that the case? Do you think that you're living up to that? Right. And then I get to choose and say like, oh shit, like I didn't realize I haven't been. Or I might have some other response. I might be like, oh yeah, I have been. You let me just tell you why your perspective is a little off or whatever the case may be. But it's very interesting to have that in a way. Like I feel like you're lucky to have people to tell you or to kind of influence you in a way that makes you better, not in a way that's gonna like tear you down, you know?
yeah. I mean, they could have easily been like, "Yo, you suck,"
Right.
right? Like you're 0 for 11, bro. You're costing us hella money. Like you got to stop this, for sure. But yeah, no, I'm definitely appreciative of them for sure because of shit like that. Like,
Analogy that comes to mind is like I'm not even a gamer, but first person versus third person perspective, you can just see more. And same thing with like basketball. Like, why wouldn't he pass it? There was a guy right there. Why didn't he? Because when you're in the game, you don't necessarily see everything you see when you're watching the game.
yep.
And it's not
That's the
necessarily
importance of coaches.
yeah, it's not necessarily hypocritical because the coach isn't an NBA player for him to coach. It's like, well, I can't tell. Why would I tell? It's like, don't get me wrong. Like self awareness is amazing. Sounds like you have really great self awareness. But I think there's a humility, self awareness, humility, fantastic. But I think like anything, when it goes too far to that degree, then it can be paralyzing, and then there's no more utility. If the coach is like, well, I can never make that 3-point shot, doesn't matter. You're aware of that person. One, you know their goals. You want to hold them accountable, and you might have a sometimes better idea of what they're capable of, maybe more so than they do. Like case in point. It seems like.
Oh yeah, it was cool, man. It was the first time I guess in a while that I guess because it's the first time I'm doing something new.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to get checked.
Yeah. No, 1,000%.
100%. It's good for you.
I was gonna say it's a great thing. It's a really good thing.
And the feedback loop is so much longer. Like with jujitsu and stuff, to compare, it's like immediate, right? So it's like, oh, don't do that, Ronnie. Like he told you not to do that. I slightly passed out for the first time this week.
Just a little, not a lot.
For a little bit. Literally for a little bit.
1 star, 2, 3, maybe.
I was like, oh shit, where am I? And I'm like, oh, I'm getting choked. And I was like, I was trying to figure out how to get out of a choke because I was like, I'm not in danger because he only had one thing. So I was like, I can still breathe through here. So I was like, if I move forward, I'm like, no, I'm sorry. If I move to the side, he's gonna get him. I was like, and then I'm like, oh shit, I just woke up. I was like, oh fuck.
What was it?
No,
what did he have you in?
He had me in a, was it it's
was
weird.
It or no?